Hey, welcome back to the channel, James RULEXRP, for another video. This just came out 43 minutes ago from Cointelegraph. Jonathan Leong wrote this article, and the article, it quotes, "To accelerate cryptocurrency adoption, we must first improve user experience. Cryptocurrency adoption is inevitable, but without strengthening our approach to user education, this process will be slow." And the topic he brings up in this article, and I've read it and I'm going to read it back to you, is that the majority of us that have been in this cryptocurrency space for the past few years or even the last 6 months or year, we are knowledgeable in knowing what wallets are, the KYCs on the different exchanges, how to purchase, how to exchange cryptocurrency. But all the new people coming into the space, just now learning about cryptocurrency and everything else, are going to have to pretty much take the same steps that we took whenever we learned. Going through the steps, learning about passwords, learning about the wallets, learning about how to back it up on a Ledger Nano or a cold hardware wallet. So really all of that is pretty technical to all the new users that are coming into this space, but it's real important that here in the near future, we try to incorporate new techniques, or what am I trying to say, easier techniques for newbies to access these kind of funds and cryptocurrencies and trading. Just like going to your bank or using the ATM to access fiat cash. So I'm going to quickly go through this article, and like I said, it was just released today, and it does bring up a question, especially for the new people that are in the cryptocurrency space looking for a way to learn about this and get into it. Only with increasing difficulty can one recall a time when the majority of the world was yet to adopt the internet. In 1995, user adoption of the internet had only reached 10% of American households, 5 years after the very first web browser was launched. Another 5 years later, in the year 2000, 50% of the United States nation had already adopted the internet. Imagining today's world without internet is simply unfathomable, and in the future, the same will be said about cryptocurrency. The technologies fostered by the crypto industry are often considered the most disruptive and paradigm-shifting advancements since the birth of the internet itself. They are quickly transforming the way people interact, trade, and gain autonomy on their own wealth and assets. In the early 90s, internet adoption was slow. Newly developed networks struggled with concerns of scalability, privacy, and ease of use. Today, we are witnessing these same key issues with cryptocurrencies and blockchains. In order to accelerate mainstream adoption, we must wear the hat of a user experience designer, because only then will we see cryptocurrencies reach their full potential across the globe. Cryptocurrencies must first be simplified. Crypto is not a simple concept. Is no simple concept. The industry is trying to squeeze a new technology into the traditional patterns of finance. This may be easy for some, but definitely not for the majority. Firstly, it's important to communicate why there are key differences between the traditional fiat money such as euros, dollars, pounds, etc., and cryptos such as Bitcoin, Ether, etc. Most people don't understand that Bitcoin is a decentralized and global digital currency not backed by a central entity and immune to government interference. This year, the United States Federal Reserve pumped trillions of dollars into the nation's economy, which will have consequences at a later date when inflation inevitably rises. Bitcoin, on the other hand, has a limited supply with a set of maximum. It is anti-inflationary. This means that over time it increases in value. Now, whoever wrote this article is pro-Bitcoin because they mention it throughout this, but this also applies to the other cryptocurrencies. Nodes and hash rates aside, we need to better educate the public on how understanding and adopting cryptocurrency does not need to be complicated. What holds many people back is their lack of understanding of things like crypto wallets and private keys, but we need to explain to users that using crypto is easy, accessible, and highly beneficial. At the same time, it's important to communicate that it's not just a crypto versus traditional banking scenario. Banks and institutions are also integrating cryptocurrencies into their systems. We are all adopting crypto together. Many cryptocurrency exchanges are building strong relationships with banks across the world, and a variety of traditional institutions are also educating their users on the many advantages of crypto. Take PwC, for example, which publishes a yearly crypto hedge fund report that aims to encourage the adoption of sound practices as innovative space matures. Meanwhile, banks like ING are regularly investing in research to educate their users on the money revolution. Accessing cryptocurrency must be an intuitive user experience. What's holding back a large majority of people from entering this space is the perceived complexities of onboarding. Right now, it is those who understand the inner workings of cryptocurrency technology that are reaping the benefits of its value. New users should not be excluded just because they lack the awareness of how to access more than one form of finance. Users need to feel confident that even if they use Bitcoin, a stablecoin, or another cryptocurrency, they can exchange their funds for fiat at their convenience. Crypto debit cards now serve as a solution to meet this demand. Cash can be just as easily accessed from a crypto ATM as it is from a traditional bank account holding fiat. New users lack the confidence that this is possible. We need to help them become comfortable with purchasing and trading crypto, which is why onboarding users with easy-to-use applications is key. The beauty of crypto is being able to access different types of currencies all in the one place. It is up to the crypto community to simplify the process of onboarding by making it as convenient as accessing traditional finance from an everyday bank. Do email users need to understand the inner workings of their email systems? No. All they need to know that it is a reliable communication tool. Helping users understand the process is essential to a positive onboarding experience. This process must be intuitive and it must make sense. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get through this as quick as I can, but you pretty much get the gist of where I'm going here. I'm not going to read the rest, but they are saying that, everyone new in this space needs to possibly have an easier way of getting to these cryptocurrencies without having the high-tech, having to have the high-tech knowledge of learning how to use the wallets and back it up and trade and, passwords and all this other stuff. And I think, honestly, that this is going to happen soon with some of the new apps I see being released out in the market. You have the Sum app, you have Pay ID being integrated, you have unstoppable domains where you can attach your crypto wallets to your digital domain, and there is a lot of things coming. But for now, I see it, the best way to be a teacher in this is just to answer questions, on Twitter. I'm at RULEXRP or James RULEXRP. I try to answer as many questions as I can for the new users out there because I know they are just like I was 3 years ago. They're like, what the heck do I do? How do I buy crypto? How do I save it? How do I back it up? What do I do? It's just like going to school, going to college for the first time. You have no clue what you're getting into. So I think this was a pretty informative article here. Jonathan Leong, I think he did a really good job at getting this out there because it is going to be imperative that the public learning about this can possibly have an easier way to get into this space. So, hey, y'all enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will talk to you soon, and we are out of here. Take care.